Hello and welcome back. My name's Reb, and today we're going to take a quick look at all the drawings I did in December for a December challenge. These stickers are by Oficina Caracolino. I will link her below. So for the month of December, I kind of made my own challenge where I was like, I'm going to draw myself for 30 days. And it was just supposed to be that. I was going to call it Me-cember. And this was the first drawing that I did, minus the bird. And I was watching Blue Shine Art's morning sessions, and she was working on these birds, and I just love them so much. So I decided to also incorporate the birds into my self-portraits. And I did that on the third day. So this one I went back in and drew. And the funny thing is that for the first day of this challenge, for the first 2 days of this challenge, I basically just randomly picked some Prismacolors, and whatever colors I got, that's what I was going to do the self-portrait in. And it ended up being an ochre, a red or a magenta, and a charcoal kind of color. And it just so happened that those colors worked perfectly for the bird that was the first one of the month. So I thought that was pretty funny. The second one was this macaw, a toucan. And again, I picked some random colors. It was this green, a magenta, and a yellow, a golden yellow, and added this bird in after. And the colors aren't quite right for the bird, but I don't know, it works anyways. After that, since I had already decided to do the bird and the self-portrait, the next bird was this, oh gosh, I should probably pull up a list of all the names of the birds, but it was like a lilac-breasted something or other, and I was like, there's no way, this is so many colors, I'm not going to be able to pick 3 colors and do it. So I threw that idea out the window and just went with whatever colors I wanted to do. And I actually really love this one. This one I think came out so good. The next day I was going to draw myself, but I ended up drawing my son, which is not a super accurate picture of him. Kids are so hard to draw, but I still think it's really cute, and the little bird that I chose to go with it, adorable. Day 5, I did a puffin, and this is such a weird drawing of myself, but I was like, his cheeks are so puffy, I'm going to take a picture of myself with puffy cheeks, and I drew it, and no, it's not flattering. Oh well. Next day was this bee eater, and it had some really pretty subtle colors. I'm not crazy about this portrait of myself though. I don't know, just something about it. To me, it doesn't look like me. It's a little off. Same thing with this one, but I do love the drawing overall. I really liked drawing in these extra things. I thought that was kind of fun to do. Next up was this one, and I did this one over a 2-page spread. I really didn't finish rendering this one, but honestly I like it the way it is. I don't know, something about the hair being white and kind of unfinished. I just ended up liking the way it looked. On this one I switched to watercolor and watercolor pencil, And I really like this one. I don't know, something about it feels very kind of gloomy. And this one, I'm not gonna say I don't like it. It doesn't really look like me. But the bird and portrait combo I thought was really cute. Same thing here. I don't think this one really looks like me very much, but I really like the composition of it, I guess. I picked this portrait because it had this line going through it, which was like a little slit of light coming through a window, and this bird had kind of the same white line kind of going down its body, so I thought that was really neat. I was having a day this day, but I thought this one came out really cute. Here I switched over to Posca pens, which I had a pretty limited palette, and honestly I think it ended up working out really well for both of these birds. I was kind of surprised that I managed to get anything remotely close to a skin tone with the colors that I had. There was a little bit of blending that was happening where I could, but this paper doesn't really lend itself to, working over spots too much, so I had to be really careful. I ended up buying some more Posca pens, and I don't necessarily think that it helped this portrait in any way, shape, or form, but it did give me the colors that I needed to make this bird. And I think the face looks kind of cool with these really bright colors, but not great as far as the rendering goes. Here I went back to Prismacolors, and I love this one so much. There's so much tension. For this one, I think I was working in maybe gouache. I might have been working in gouache. And it's just very silly. I kind of messed up a little bit here with a dirty paintbrush. I thought I had cleaned it, and turned out it was not as clean as I thought it was going to be. But honestly, it's a sketchbook. I don't really care. And then this one, trying to draw in such a small, trying to draw such a small face in paint was pretty hard. So the face on this one, not great, but I love the concept of it. And this is a kingfisher, and pretty similar to the one that we have that lives in the back of our property. So I thought that was pretty cool. This one is, I want to say this is watercolor pencil actually, but I don't think, I didn't go back and wet it. I think I was just too afraid to mess it up basically, because I really liked how it looked, and then I ended up messing it up anyways by drawing on the back with a pen. But that's okay, I got pictures of it before I did that. But yeah, I really love this one. This bird is a wire-tailed sparrow or something like that, or wire-tailed swallowtail, I don't know, something, but very cool looking bird. It was so hard to pick an image for this one out of all the cool pictures and references. They do all these acrobatics in the air and stuff. But yeah, wire tail, hence the barbed wire. For these two, I had some leftover paint and swiped it on the pages with a credit card, and then drew over it with a parallel pen or Sailor Fude pen. I don't remember which one I used now, but no, I think it was the parallel pen because it bled through. But I really like how these turned out, and I don't know, I guess it was a little bit of a cheat because I only drew myself once in the 2 pages, but you know, half and half, I guess. And yeah, really, really like this one, especially. For the next spread, there were 2 bee eaters. I don't remember what the specific names were, but I ended up drawing myself kind of as a cartoon, and I thought that was pretty fun, and definitely will explore that a little bit more in the future. I don't like the spread at all. I don't like either of these. The birds were really cool. I just don't think I did a great job with them. But that's okay. They can't all be winners. This one, however, I do. Here, yeah, starting with these, I ended up going off script, and I don't remember what the birds that were on the list, but I decided I wanted to go with birds that I've seen, or like Texas birds. So I went with a sandhill crane, which sometimes we get on our property, and they are so freaking cool. So I drew this ridiculous picture, but I love it. This is an Atwater prairie chicken, which there's like a reserve not far from here that they frequent. So those are really cool. That's definitely one that you should look up. They've got these like air sacs that they inflate, I guess, for, you know, mating purposes or whatever, but really cool bird. This is just your standard mourning dove, which, you know, not an exotic bird in any way, shape, or form, but really pretty anyways. And then, what was this? Stilt, black-backed stilt. Again, we have a preserve by us that we get a lot of like water birds and stuff, so I've seen this one. This one actually was on the list, but because I'd seen it, it worked out. And I know the legs, I just couldn't help myself. This bird, I haven't seen in person, but it is a endangered Texas bird, and it's a golden-cheeked warbler. I can't even say that word. But again, I just kind of swiped some yellow on the page and then drew over it. And I really like this one, even though like the proportions aren't quite perfect, it's okay. And then the very last one was nothing exotic. It's technically invasive, but a starling. I just think that they're so fascinating, and we've got a lot of fields where I live, and there are a lot of starlings that frequent them, and it's just so cool to see all their like murmurations and stuff. So I really enjoyed drawing this one. And yeah, that's it. That's the 30 days of self-portraits / birds in December. I had a lot of fun with this challenge, and I think this book has maybe 1 challenge left in it. So we'll do another one of these flip throughs when I finish the next challenge. Thanks for watching, and again, thank you for all of your support on my channel. Have a great one.